So good evening, good evening, good evening. We are back again with some more transfer speculation. Yes, make sure you smash the likes on the video. Make sure you share the content around. We're going to be talking about Declan Rice. And apparently he admires Arsenal. Of course he does. He plays for West Ham. Let's move on. Tillemans, another player. We're going to be talking about him. and then we're going to be talking about Milinkovic-Savic, that 27-year-old in Lazio that will probably never end up leaving Italy. But it is what it is. We shall continue. Where should we start? Start by smashing the likes, subscribe to the second channel. Make sure you share the content around as well. That always helps. And big up to everyone who has chucked the donations in via the thanks option, and those of you that have followed all of the socials and the second channel in the description. But let's start off with Declan Rice. According to CBS journalist Ben Jacobs, it's very mutual, the feelings between Arsenal and Declan Rice. 23-year-old Hammer star is the most important player at the London Stadium, but is set to have his contract expire in summer 2025. So 2 years left this summer. David Moyes may well be forced into selling him in this summer, the upcoming summer window. Arsenal are apparently one of the clubs interested in signing the England international at the end of the season. These reports are coming from the Daily Mail and the Sun. Quite sure how reliable they are, but obviously Ben Jacobs has put it out there as well. Most West Ham fans, let's be honest, they're kind of resigned to the fact that he will be leaving their football club. It's just a case of when and how much and who does he go to. I think I did a video the other day about this, and if I was to bet money on it, I'd say he's going to Chelsea. I genuinely don't understand why any Arsenal fan would be hyped up thinking he's coming to us. Yeah, first and foremost, it's going to cost over 100 million quid, there or thereabouts anyway. It's going to be at least 85, 90, at least. And he ain't worth that. Let's just put that out there. He's a good player. Yeah, he is a good player. But he ain't worth 85, 90, 95, 100, or even more than 100. He ain't that type of guy. Sorry, he ain't. And it is what it is. Let me know how much you think he's worth. I've said before on a show with Matisse, I think he's worth about 60 million quid. Declan Rice really admires Arsenal and what they're doing at the moment. And the feeling is quite mutual. So there is nothing advanced on the Arsenal end, but they don't really need to worry about entertaining the race just now because it's going to take place during the summer. So I think it's one to watch when the window shuts and definitely has some substance to the links, says Ben Jacobs. Listen, 80, 90, 100, I think that we could be getting better players in through the door for that kind of money. And I think as good as he is, it's not really the right fit for us. I genuinely mean that. Listen, I know Granit Xhaka is not my favourite player by a long stretch of no stretch of the imagination, but I do think Declan Rice and Thomas Partey wouldn't complement each other. I just genuinely think that. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you guys think they will. There's other players out there that I'd like. I think Caicedo is somebody that I'd be going and looking at. Somebody that is young, same as Declan Rice, a young player, playing at a team where he's probably above the standard of that team. And Caicedo's only just got there, but we've seen enough of him already. Like, we've seen enough this season and in the World Cup that guy is going to be a top player. Yeah, same as Declan Rice. He's going to be a top player. But the money for Rice, we could slash that in half and go and get Caicedo. Why would we go and do 100-odd million quid on Declan Rice when, let's be honest, yeah, great, we're top of the table and he admires us and all of that crap. I'm pretty sure most teams' players do admire us. We're sat top of the table. And if you play at West Ham, you've got no chance of winning nothing. Sorry, West Ham fans. I know a lot of you do watch this. You've never won anything in my lifetime, and I'm 41 this year. You actually won the cup the year I was born. In fact, I'm lying. You won it 2 years before I was born. You won it in 1980. Yeah. Oh dear. I don't even want to talk about that final. Anyway, let's move on. Let's move on to Yuri Tillemans. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on Declan Rice. Leave that in the comment section. Arsenal are not giving up on Declan Rice, not giving up on Yuri Tillemans. There's still that little, we keep you on the back burner, mate, which is why he's not signed a new contract. Obviously, there is a contract offer on the table at Leicester for him, but he's not signed it. He's waiting for us. He's waiting for the end of this January window, and then he's going to decide what he's doing. And I feel that he's a player, again, I would take him, but his attitude stinks. The way he's been this season has been appalling. And I just think that he's a player that I like him, but is he going to do that again if he don't get his own way in the future? I worry about that. I genuinely do. I think that there's this, I'm hard done by, I'm not getting my move. It's a disgrace. Like, players like that, yeah, cool, mate. You're under contract. How about just do your job? Play for the team you're at. You'll get your move anyway. I don't understand why these players love to down tools. Like it's crazy. It is actually crazy. I don't really get it. I don't really understand it, but it is what it is, I suppose. And he's only got 6 months. Well, he's actually got less than 6 months left. He's got 5 months left. And he would be cheap. Yeah, let's have it right. He would be a cheap player. He would give us strength off of the bench, and I would take him. Why don't we just go and buy him if that's the case? If it's 15, 16 mil, bang, he won't be on stupid money. Yeah, when we're looking at the bench thinking, what do we bring on here? We could then bring on a Yuri Tillemans. Yeah, instead, we're faffing around looking at Mudryk and other players for astronomical money. Like, when there is genuinely players out there that you could spend. Like, we're looking at João Felix. Already done a video about that. João Felix is a player I'd take in a heartbeat. But 80 million quid is a lot of money. And you could go and get 3 or 4 players for 80 million quid that would make the squad better. Not the first 11, the squad. Yeah, would they come as squad players? I don't know. I'm quite sure they would. They're playing at dead clubs, most of these players. So why wouldn't they come? I don't understand it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts and feelings on him. Would you take him? How much do you think he's worth, etc., etc.? Would he help us out? Would he get us up, keep us at the top of the table, so on and so forth? Let's move on to last but by no means least, Milinkovic-Savic. Matija Kezman, who used to play for Chelsea many, many moons ago. When I say he used to play for Chelsea, he used to walk around the pitch, never really used to do anything. Kind of lost his mojo when he got to Chelsea, like a lot of strikers over the years at Chelsea. But he is his agent. And apparently, Arsenal have contacted Matija Kezman to try and sign Milinkovic-Savic. Again, another summer signing. Now, the one thing I will say is I do think it's pretty obvious we want a midfielder in the summer. Yeah, and that's not just because all of these stories are coming out. I think we do genuinely want a midfielder. We looked at Douglas Luiz in the summer just gone. So I do think we do want that type of player. But again, this guy has got to be one of the most overrated footballers I've ever witnessed. Yeah, Milinkovic-Savic's agent, Kezman, has said that, well, sorry, I'm lying. It isn't him that said it. It was actually the Lazio president that said it. Claudio Lotito has not given up on keeping the 27-year-old at his foot at the current club. And last month named an eye-watering price tag and put that on his head. He said, and quotes via the Manchester Evening News, "I have no agreement with agent Kezman to sell him to Juventus or to anyone in the winter. On the contrary, he's now worth 120 million euros, not 100. Every single month his price goes up." Well, I'm not quite sure you know how that works, mate, and you're the president. Yeah, maybe do some simple maths, mate. The longer your contract goes, the cheaper you are. Yeah, you'll go for what somebody is prepared to pay for you. And nobody on this planet in their right mind is going to go and do 120 million quid on Milinkovic-Savic. And if they do, yeah, they're welcome to him, because he really, really, really ain't that great. He really ain't. I've never, ever, ever got the hype around this guy. He's just one of them players that I look at and I just think, you're all right. You're not bad. Typical Italian league midfielder for me. He ain't going to leave Italy. I don't know why this hype comes up every window. Like, he's not leaving Italy. If he gets a move, it will be to another Italian club. And for 120 million quid, no thanks. You keep him, mate. Yeah, he ain't worth that money. And like I said, there's players out there like Caicedo that are after money and are probably going to end up being better players as well. So is what it is on that one. Let me know your thoughts and feelings on that as well. Leave it in the comment section. Is he all that? Is he actually all that? Leave that in the comment section. Yay, nay, or bollocks. It's a simple yay, nay, or bollocks. Is he all that? Yay, nay, bollocks. Who cares? Let me know your thoughts on Tillemans and Declan Rice as well. I will be back again with a watch along later with Ola. Looking forward to the FA Cup. I do love the FA Cup. Let's hope this manager we have loves it, because he didn't last year when he knocked us out to Nottingham Forest. Well done, mate. Let's hope that we take it seriously this year, because if we get past this round, we have Manchester City next, and that ain't going to be easy, especially the way they played against Chelsea. Anyway, my boy Mahrez doing bits. Maybe go and buy Mahrez. I don't know. Maybe put a cheeky bid in for Mahrez. What about a cheeky bid for Harold Kane? What about him? Should we go and buy him? But anyway, I will be back for the watch along. I'm on Goonies channel as well. I'll be on there at 4 p.m. UK time. So keep your eyes peeled for that as well. But until then, we're out of here. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow the second channel, Lee Reacts. Make sure you also follow all of the socials. The links are in the description. Insta, Facebook. Big up to everyone who watches on Facebook, by the way. The views are decent at the minute, so thank you. Make sure you follow the TikTok, TikTok-y and all of that. Go for it. Follow them. And make sure you are sharing the content around. I do appreciate everyone who does that. And don't forget, throw money at me. I'm a poor YouTuber. Give me donations. We're out of here. I'll see you all later for the watch along. Adios, amigos. Ciao.